be fine. Stomach problems, some bleeding, but I'll be all right. Gonna get checked out. If times get tough, it's all about this little place inside of you that you can go in there. And for me, it's a little flame. I imagine a dark space inside of me and a small ember in there, just a little red ember. And I imagine as I'm doing what I'm doing and it's getting harder for me, that I'm blowing on that ember. And that ember gets red hot and it starts to glow more and more. And the more tired I get, the more I stoke that fire. And inside me, in this dark place, this sacred place within, that fire begins to ignite. And as I fan that fire and I bellow that flame, it will continue to grow. It will continue to grow. And as this happens, my level of energy begins to increase. You control the cells. You control the autonomous nervous system. And when you don't control it, this body owns you. But you can own the body. As you see in the previous video, I was just in the hospital with internal bleeding. Now I'm carrying a 32-foot ladder. And it's not because I can do it. It's because I can't not do it. Everything is possible. Everything. When you accept the God who lives in each one of your cells, the adenosine triphosphate of the soul. Let's get to work. What a beautiful daydream. La, da, da, da. Beautiful daydream. La, da, 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 da. And yes, it is a Sunday, but I love my family very much. And I love this family that needed this remediation done. So, get the squirrels out, make a family happy. Get home, having worked today and got more hours, make the family happy. Love you. I think one of the hardest things for us to learn, and for us to finally not just say to ourselves, but believe, is that the only difficult thing in life is telling yourself that nothing is difficult and having you believe it. You can do anything. You can accomplish any goal, especially if that goal is part of your destiny and the will of the movement of this river of life. If you're in that will and you're pushing forward and you truly believe that you can do anything, then you can. So convince yourself of it. Maybe you have to see yourself do it a time or two. But you cannot do it until you believe it. So the conundrum begins. When Jesus in the Bible says, or Yeshua, or Yahusha says in the Bible, that he who has faith the size of a mustard seed could say to that mountain, "Move, mountain," and it would move. Wonder how much more he truly meant this than we think. Maybe the pyramids in Egypt were built so easily because they believed it could be done. Perhaps miracles of old truly happened. But by the time those stories got to other humans, they didn't believe it. They could not believe. Ye of little faith, right? They didn't believe it. And then in the stories, they wrote it as myth. And myth faded into legend, and legend has given us what we have today. A world of unbelief. If I can climb up on this ladder, sweating, bleeding, bruised, cramping, after having been in the hospital, and having torn ACLs in both legs, and screws snapped and broken in one of them, no patellar tendon in the left one, then so can you. Not that I want you to do this, but you can take this energy that I'm putting out here in order to teach you something into this world and make it something better. I love you so much more than you'll ever know. And you can do this. I promise. Remember to always be still. And I love you.